Here, this is where we want to demonstrate if the machine is not getting power, it's unplugged. If you were to put a loonie in or a quarter in, and then it just comes out the front. So in order to fix this, we need to ensure that these wires are connected correctly. These coin acceptor wires are pushed in, and that it's going to be receiving power. So we close it up, and now we're going to plug it in. Now that we've plugged the unit in and power is flowing into the coin acceptor, to the box, so if we wanted to go to the washer, we press this button, the green light goes on. If we press the bottom button, the green light goes on also, but it will direct the currency inserted into the dryer. The top is the washer, or it can be changed, depends. Some gas units, because they have the same wire, you can change the label as you feel necessary. Plug it in. Money has gone to the top. Press the button. Just read the sign. It says, push and hold button while inserting coin. There. And so we'll demonstrate not pressing the button. So if we don't press any button, there's no light on. It just comes out the front. It comes out the front. So this is another scenario where someone has gone in and removed the coin inside, the mechanism from the inside. So maybe you can see that. Right here, there is no coin inserted. So when the button is pressed, it's red. Bottom is pressed. And then now if we try to insert, even while we're inserting, it simply won't go through, it'll get stuck. There you go. There's a coin return. So if you encounter any of these issues, please follow the instructions in the video. Try to diagnose it yourself, try to fix it yourself before opening up a support call. And it's pretty straightforward. There shouldn't be any issues once you've gone through that checklist and look through all the dip switches, making sure the coin is in the center divot. There's very few things that can go wrong, and turning down the slack for comparison. So here are the dip switches for the coin acceptor. As you can see, we have from the top, position 1, middle, and last. And so what we want to do, sometimes you can move these up and down. And what we want to do is, in order for the coin acceptor to function correctly, we want to make the top one into the bottom position. The second one has 3 positions. And again, we want it on the bottom position. And then the very last coin acceptor dip switch, we want it on the top position. And so this actually puts the coin acceptor, the last one, there's 2 modes. One is tenant mode, and another one is landlord mode. So the 2 top always stay position down, and the bottom one at the bottom is in position up. That's tenant mode. So that means the machine will accept coins, and when coins are deposited, they will add time to the timer. But if the bottom switch is put into the bottom position This puts it in landlord mode, meaning that if the front button is pressed, it will automatically add time to the timer without adding any money to it, or insertion of coins. This is usually useful when you have cleaners that want to use the washer and the dryer, and you don't expect them to pay, or when the landlord themselves wants to use the machine. And so in that case, the landlord puts it into landlord mode and uses the wash, does their laundry, and then puts it back into tenant mode. And so goes into tenant mode. And the reason that we did this is that this prevents when the landlord wants to use the machine in landlord mode, that they don't have to open up the box, disconnect all the wires, the washer and the dryer, and then plug them directly into the wall. It's just more convenience. And so this bypasses them from having to do that. So in 99% of the time, the bottom position will be up. And so in summary, top dip switch down, middle dip switch down, bottom dip switch up. So this is Paybox timer, and what we want to do is show you how to do the adjustment with regards to sensitivity of the coin acceptor. As you can see, this is the side of the coin acceptor, and it says on the coin acceptor that there is an adjustment that says strict and slack. So what this means is that when you insert coins through the front of the coin acceptor, it goes in and matches the coin inside the holder. And so this machine is sold worldwide, and every country has its currency. And the way it works is that if you're in Mexico or in South America, in Europe, you can remove this coin. Here's an example of an American coin. And in America, we suggest you use the one with the American eagle on it, so we know it's not a collectible coin. And so what happens is, so you insert this coin through the front, the top, and this one permanently stays inside, just like that. And whatever goes through the front, it gets compared with what's inside. And having said that, sometimes if you can increase or decrease the match rate in terms of, so what gets compared is the diameter of the coin. That's the first comparison it does. And the second comparison is the metal. So if the metal that's in the coin acceptor matches the metal of the coin going in, it will add time to the timer. But sometimes you get instances where it's an American quarter or any quarter or a loonie or a toonie that goes in, and the coin is correct, it matches, but what happens is it doesn't see a match. And so it rejects the coin and comes out the front. And so when that does happen, you need to get a star screwdriver, really small if you can see that, and there's a hole down inside there, an adjustment. And so you insert your screwdriver inside the hole, and it's just a quarter turn. So if you turn it clockwise, 1/4 turn, it will accept more matching coins. And if you turn it counterclockwise towards the positive, it will be stricter. And so you'll get the error rate will increase, so less coins will match. And so sometimes that is an adjustment that's required when too many coins are being rejected. And like I said, this coin acceptor, these machines run both 120 volts, 110, up to 240 volts, both 50 hertz and 60 hertz. And so when we ship them, if you're in Europe or in any other country, you simply remove this coin and you insert it with your own coin, and it makes it compatible with your country. And so we also have, it not necessarily doesn't have to be a coin from the government. You can remove the coin. And some locations, if there's theft or if you want to use tokens, these are metal tokens. Insert the metal token in here. And then you take the second metal token, and that goes into the front of the machine. And so this adjustment is really important. When you first get the machine, you don't have to do anything. Just simply start using the machine. But if you find that you're getting too many rejections, you have to increase the slack, get a screwdriver, a star screwdriver, and give it 1/4 turn each time, and check to see if the match rate goes up. For Canadian loonies, we have tested all the years, and we've come to the conclusion that the loonie marked 2022 works best with the least amount of rejections. So anything can go through in the front, any year can go through the front, but when you're setting up the machine, the best one to use is the 2022. There you go. That's how it goes in. And make sure that there's a fork there. It goes through. And another thing, important piece of information, is that you can see the divot right there. And you want it to sit right in the center. And so even if it's inside like this, and if it's forward a little, even a millimeter, or behind maybe a little millimeter, it will cause rejections. So you kind of want it just always in the center. And it's a bit of trial and error, and once you get it, it will just it'll fall into place. So like I said, the best year is the 2022 loonie, and just make sure it's not a collectible coin, and that it's not collectible, and that it's a fairly clean and good condition loonie. Thank you. It's payboxtimer.com, and what we want to discuss are coin jams. And so often people, tenants who maybe abuse the machine or insert an incorrect coin in, they insert it through the front, and you'll have coins that jam up inside the machine. There's a channel that gets jammed up, so you might have 2, 3, I've seen even 10 coins all inserted, and the landlord thinks that the machine is broken, that it's not accepting coins. So in order to clear up coin jams, what you should do is, there's a hinge here, and the hinge opens up a door that reveals the channel inside the coin acceptor. And this channel sometimes either get dirty or it can get jammed with coins. So these are the sensors. There's 1, 2, and 3 that do the coin comparison. And sometimes the channel is blocked. So if you can open it up, and it will open up and clear it for you. And then you simply release it, and it's spring loaded, and it will return to its original position. So don't use too much force, just 1, 2 fingers, open it up. Sometimes you can use Windex or water to clean these out. Sometimes there's lint and dirt gets in there, salt, and it prevents the machine from working correctly. So you just close it up, and that's how to service this and clear the coin jam. So these are all situations that can possibly arise. So I'll show you that again. 2 fingers, it opens up, clear the jam. There's a hinge on the, these are the spring-loaded hinges that the door opens up on, and the bottom is where the coin falls out into the catch box. With the eagle on it, and instead of just getting one coin and using it over and over again, saying that doesn't work, what you do is you get 10 different coins. Here I have 4, but you get 10, and what you do is you insert the first one, and if it falls inside, you put it aside. If it comes out the front, you put it aside, and you keep doing that with all 10. And once you inserted all 10, you keep track of them. So you might have 4 that worked and 6 that did not. And those 6, or it might, usually it's a collector coin, or the coin is dirty or damaged, and that the comparison is not happening. And so the ones that were rejected, you put to the side, and then you take the 4 that were successful, and you put those 4 back into the coin acceptor. And if those 4 work, there's nothing wrong with the coin acceptor, and the issue is with your coins that you were using. And so, like I said, this is just an example. Whatever country you are from, you will have your own coins, and you can perform the same test. This is payboxstarmer.com. So now we want to demonstrate how sometimes when you are inserting this coin, if you lift up too high on this, you could potentially break the coin acceptor. And by using my hand on one side, so when you're inserting, you don't need to lift it too high, just enough to get the coin in into this particular divot right there. And so as you can see, there's a spring back here. There's a spring back there. So if you were to pull up too hard, that you could potentially break that spring, or it pops out, and then there's no more downward force to be applied to the coin acceptor. And so when that happens, that will cause an issue also. So you just have to be careful of that. And so what we do, if you do get into the situation of that you have a broken spring, you simply can put the coin back in, bring it down, and then just use any household elastic. So any stretchy elastic, put it through the bottom and over the coin acceptor. And there you have it. You don't, if you do have a broken spring or you've broken it, you can put this elastic on it and it will fix your broken spring issue. So in the event that you do have to replace a coin acceptor, a bad coin acceptor, whether it's a manufacturer or just wear and tear, the coin acceptor has the power wires come out the back, and when removing these wires, so you can use them for the new coin acceptor, don't pull them from the wire, the harness. What you want to do is put it like that. What you don't want to do is pull from here. If you do that, there's a chance that you're going to break the wires loose from the connector. And what you want to do is just simply get a screwdriver and pop them out from either side. Like that. Here is a demonstration of the coin catch basin. And so as you see, this is the device that we use for catching coins. Falls through here, comes out of here. And so there's two bars here, nuts, that during shipping we tighten them so this stays in place during shipping. And once you do get them, you leave them in place and you simply back them off maybe 3-4 millimeters, and so this becomes removable. So during shipping they're tightened, the bottom one's tightened, and then in use just back them out 45 millimeters. Do not remove them, and this will lock into place.